I have to do all of this stuff on the sly, okay? The other night I made videos of me dancing, but see, my ex is here all the time, and I don't know what's going to happen if he ever catches wind of what I've been doing this out in cyberspace, you know? He could, and he'd instantly throw me out, but he could get violent with me, you know? He's been violent with me before. I mean, he finds out that I'm talking about him, and after he's let me stay here for a year for free, you know, and I'm on welfare, like I said. I buy food, and I you know, I'm not obviously not paying rent or anything. I get shit for money. But none of this is my fault. You understand, my life went into a downward spiral, and I am not a junkie, I'm not an alcoholic, I'm not a criminal. My whole family rejected me, and these people, you know, my ex doesn't want me here, he's thrown me out, I have to leave soon. But I don't even want to be alive anymore, you know? I pinned all my hopes on this Chad Kroeger, and that's, I mean, because they started this with me. They started it. You know, I wish they hadn't. You know, I look better than I have for a long, long time, for many, many years, because with my joke of an ex, you know, ended our relationship only climbing on top of me when he was loaded and didn't want to satisfy my needs anymore, if you know what I mean. But, and that wasn't the only thing. I mean, he used to always say to me, you know, no one, and you leave me and you won't have anybody, you'll be alone the rest of your life. And so I ended up putting on 72 pounds, and I've lost 31 of it. I want to lose the rest, but I'm also so depressed, and given my history, you know, and you guys calling me crazy, that's worse to me than anything. You guys thinking I'm crazy when I know I'm telling the truth, because you know about my mom now, you know. It runs in my family, so. And the sad thing is that I can't be what Chad wants anyway. But I deserve to know why he did this. I deserve to know. I'm going crazy not knowing, and all I do is cry all the time, you know. All I do is cry. Because I just want to know why this all happened, for what purpose. He's living the high life, and I thought screwing everyone inside, but it turns out it's worse. He had a girlfriend, it's worse. Instead of meaningless bodies here and there, you've had the same woman in his life, heart and bed, instead of me. And that's why I broke down 3 weeks ago, and what recourse do I have against the superstar, except what I've been lamely doing out here in cyberspace? I don't have any recourse. Can't force him to tell the truth, can't talk to him. He never responded to any of my letters. But that band knows who I am. They know. You don't have to believe me. I don't give a flying fuck. They know. He has to have known me from Alicia's World. My channel at the end, it was in the top 10 every night. Every time, I mean, every week, whatever, I forget how it was, but, and I wrote my whole life in the news and message board. And tons of Chad songs, I mean, that can just be coincidence, but if it's coincidence that tons of your songs sound like me, or you wrote them for me, and then you show up and acknowledge my existence, any intelligent person, and I'm a very intelligent woman. I graduated from FSU with a 3.5, which is cum laude, you know, so I majored in English and minored in philosophy. That's going to tell me you know who I am. I mean, your songs sound like me, and then you show up. And people say, oh, Chad, he wouldn't send his band members. Well, maybe he would if he's trying to fuck with my mind. I mean, he's not ready to meet me yet. Maybe he doesn't want me to think that he's in love with me, whether he is or not, because that's damn fucking terrifying for him. And this is all what went on in my brain. I found out it's all wrong, since he couldn't possibly have any feelings for me, and I've gone and shared his life, heart, and bed with Kristen Dewitt, Adams, whatever. So, obviously I was wrong, but I'm telling you where I was coming from. Never do famous people just walk up to you and start talking to you in this life. Ever, ever, ever. That band knows who I am. I did Alicia's World 9 years ago. I did it for about 5 months in 2009, and the last night, I think I started December 31st, 2008. But so for 5 months I did it, and I danced and I stripped, not naked. You don't do naked on actually, I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to do naked on Arc TV, but no, you can go private and do it. But I never did. The guys begged me, and I wouldn't do it. Because I wasn't about that. I was about just teasing and having a good time and releasing tension. And and never showed nudity. So the way I looked would be like women wear less on the beach. And I loved doing it, and I wrote in my news, I wrote all about my life. So Chad could have easily, he wasn't even rich and famous 9 years ago. This is a regular guy. I mean, he's a rock band, but not a rock star like he is now. Probably made all that money off of my life, but God forbid I say that. At least